How can we navigate this? Now, as the other ones, as the young person listens to that, and the rest of the country, when they listen to now the alternatives in the opposition, and opposition is just insisting on one term, he must go, slogans, and rumors. You know, a lot of rumor mongering within that opposition.
As a political analyst,
and I think that's why they are getting it all wrong.
As a political analyst, why do you think? Okay, I know people were killed in June 2024.
Yeah.
People have been killed. I also feel bad about that.
Yeah.
Because I was part of the protest.
Yeah.
Were among the people who were on a protest.
Yes.
And the things that were there, it's traumatizing.
Yes, very.
But the opposition keeps on wanasema watu waliuliwa.
Yes.
But now the conversation is yes, watu waliuliwa.
Yes.
Lakini
it's the mbona thing.
Tutaendelea hivi. You know, human beings are very funny people. Watu wataki wanasema hiyo mambo ya human rights wachana nayo saizi. Wacha tuangalie hizi vitu zingine.
It is because that is the new generation, Vash. The new generation is not stuck on moments. It is stuck on the why. And the why is what President Ruto continues to insist on and he's dealing with. Opposition refuses to ask why. Okay? So the protest happened. People died. People are unhappy. That is where opposition remains. They remain their story at that. Instead of asking why. Now, the why question is the reason why you'll be able to now start winning these people. But now opposition continues to think that this generation can be won by anger. So what the only thing they do is that they have sustained an emotional conversation without knowing.
You can't sustain anger.
You can't sustain it because there was a time, previous generations would be sustained on anger.
No, as
previous generation would be told
anger is not sustainable. It's not a sustainable emotion.
Especially
after a long time inakuwa thinned out.
Yes. Now it's even worse now. You know, initially kitambo wangu wangeambiwa tu we want independence. They have killed out and whatever. Today these people are saying, wait a minute. People died. It's unfortunate. But opposition wants to say, keep reminding them that people died so that the more they continue remembering and getting sad, they hate government and then we benefit. That is their political strategy that they will keep instilling. That's why every time you listen to an opposition leader when they stand up, they cannot go beyond 60 seconds before they talk about people died. Now, at first, that was very annoying, getting people very mad, especially the younger generation. But remember, this is a generation that has the benefit of information age, history, and they can be able to study. At some point, they don't understand. Now, today, they have studied, and they are realizing that, wait a minute, people died, it was very unfortunate in the protests, but they also died during Raila, when Raila was coming from the US. And they are saying, wait a minute, so this was not the first time. These people even died in the protests of cost of living. People died under Kibaki. They're saying that under Kibaki, still we even had people who were brought from foreign countries called the Armenian brothers. Yeah, we imported people. I always argue that we actually imported goons into the country and gave them ranks in the police. Yes. And they were not just street people. They were given ranks in the police and our policemen saluted them. So these things have actually happened at some point. So people are saying no. So let's stop that conversation. Let's talk about what do you intend to do and how does the country move forward. But Kenya's opposition leadership is refusing to take that route. It's continuing to insist on the politics of the party. You know, sometimes you can't teach old dogs new tricks. So these old dogs are continuing with the tricks they used in 1990-something. They still think you can really just whip emotions and people will get very annoyed. I was watching a video this morning as I was coming of a gentleman called Mwafrika. Mwafrika is a podcaster. And Mwafrika was saying that he was actually, and as a podcaster, you would understand that one of the things he would want is popularity.
Yes.
And even in his wanting popularity, he was saying in his video, he was busy showing the things that the projects, the Talanta Stadium, the stadium in Wajir, the Rironi Mau Summit Road, and all these things. And he was saying, guys, I hate to say this, but truly, isn't this work? Because it gets to a point where everyone can actually see. And he's saying, I don't even think, I don't support the president, but isn't this really work? Can we be able to just give this gentleman his dues? Please, he has actually worked. And he was busy showing and saying, I know of how many people who have actually been helped by SHA. I actually know of people. And he's saying, okay, fine, guys, even if we are talking about, yes, Ruto must go. But these guys, are you guys sure that they are coming to continue this? Because if we get a leader who can continue what Ruto is doing, then Kenya will be completely different in 15 years. So these are a generation of people who are now, people are seeing this.
If you were to